this last year has been awesome. And it's also been the worst year of my life. My dad died 2 weeks ago. I've been in 2 car accidents in the last month. One of them, I totaled my personal car. And then I was in an accident with my son in Wyoming. And we totaled a rental car. And I broke a rib. And I have a broke rib right now, so I'm really in pain, emotionally and physically. So having my dad die, having all these things go on. I'm also having issues with my wife and my kids, and a lot of things have happened. So we're almost out of the populated beach area here. You can see all the people behind me, but in front of me there's not a lot of people, so I'm gonna find a spot and just go sit down and talk to you guys for a while. In this 80-degree heat here in the middle of July in Orange Beach, Florida. But yeah, I mean, I have a crazy life, and you know, I am blessed. God, I'm blessed. The last year I've been able to do so much stuff I wanted to do that I've never been able to do. But the reason I was able to do all this stuff is because I'm also cursed. I was cursed with not being able to keep a job, and because I wasn't able to keep a job, and my jobs were so, not that I wasn't able to keep a job, just my jobs were very stressful, because I was an airport manager. And some of my first videos on this channel are about that process, last April. So it's July, so it's been a year and 15 months. So it's been 15 months, so a year and 3 months since you know, I made a video and I talked to you guys and introduced this channel. And I said the things that we were going to do on this channel, have adventures, and this channel was for me and my family, for me to heal and to go do fun stuff. And I was going to go to Idaho and be a wilderness instructor, a hiking instructor in Idaho, in the mountains, and do rock climbing, things like that, and hiking. And I did do that the last year, and work with teens, troubled teens. I did do that while I was traveling from Missouri to Idaho. Several times, you know, every month I would go out to Idaho and I'd work 2 weeks. A couple of times I worked, you know, more than that. One time I was out there for 5 weeks, but the whole year I did that last year, all the way up until January of this year. So, you know, a lot of good stuff. I traveled with my kids. I took my kids with me out to Idaho, and we have a daughter that lives in Idaho, so I took my kids out there. 3 months in a row I was able to take a different kid with me and leave them with my daughter, and on the way out there and back we stopped at national parks like the Teton Mountains, Yellowstone, Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado. We visited Pikes Peak, looked for Bigfoot, did some Bigfoot hunting and searching, went to South Dakota to the Black Hills and hiked up to the top of Black Elk Peak, and did a lot of, went into caves and all sorts of stuff. So, and all those videos aren't even up yet. It's been a year, but because it takes a lot of time to edit and put videos up, I still haven't even put all these videos up. I probably haven't even put up, you know, 20% of the videos I made last year. And also I spent time in Mississippi with my mom and dad and did some things with them, and my grandkids, and did some things with my grandkids. So I have videos about all those things that I want to put up. I'm working on. Hopefully I have some time to do that. But I was blessed. I was blessed to be able to travel, do the things that I wanted to do, because my life's been stressful for the last 10 years as an airport manager. That was my dream job. This is that blessing and cursing. My dream job was working around airplanes and pilots was also my curse, because not only do you get to work around pilots and airplanes, you also have to be a political person. And the politics killed me, and it actually hurt a lot. So since 2014, I lived in North Dakota, in 3 different houses in North Dakota, in 2 different cities, Bismarck and Dickinson, North Dakota. And then I moved to Idaho, and then we lived in Idaho a year. We moved to Mississippi for 6 months and lived with my parents. And then we moved to Ellensburg, Washington, and lived near Mount Rainier, and I got to visit Mount Rainier and all the mountains. I also got to do a drive from Washington State all the way down the west coast on Highway 1 to California, and that was my favorite thing I did, and got to see the redwoods and see the Pacific Ocean. Then we had to leave Washington and move to Missouri. We moved to Warrensburg, Missouri, and then we moved to North Kansas City, Liberty, Kansas City, or Liberty, which is north of Kansas City, and that's where we currently live. So we did all of that in a short period of time, in a decade. We moved all those different places, and that was a lot of stress on me. It killed our finances, because when you move, the companies don't always pay for. Actually, they don't pay for it at all. They might give you a little bit of money, but it's not enough. So every time we moved over the last 10 years to all those different states, we had to use our personal savings. So we depleted our savings over the last 10 years. Because I wasn't at jobs very long, I wasn't able to save up in the morning. So we spent a lot of our savings moving, and then we spent a lot of our savings. So now we're broke. And it led me into a deep state of depression. But with that said, it took a lot out of me. And then from working in wilderness therapy, I started working with teens that were having trouble, teens that were having issues, whether it was abuse or neglect maybe, or even traumas, sexual traumas, and all sorts of just behavioral issues, and autistic kids, males and females. And that therapy program was really good for me, but it also opened my eyes up because and my heart, because I was trying to help these teens with their problems. It actually opened up a door into my heart, because it turns out that while I'm listening to all these traumas and things, here comes a helicopter. You guys see that? How awesome is that? Yeah, that helicopter keeps flying up. It's a helicopter that you can take tours up and down the beach. So that's what that is. So it's pretty cool. Sorry, sidetracked. Dog with a ball. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Yes, that's me. I'm the type of person that I'm distracted very easily. I'm also always going on rabbit trails. And those are some things that I'm working on in my life. I'm also realizing I'm probably have OCD or ADHD. Probably have all these things. I probably have all these freaking traumas that I was working with all these kids in Idaho. I realized I probably have all these things